Hi, it's Kshamica MD. You've probably heard of a lot of foods that decrease the risk of cancer, foods that are good to eat to prevent cancer. But, of course, there's the opposite, foods that when you eat them increase your chance of cancer. So in this video, I'm going to tell you 10 foods that increase the risk of cancer. And unfortunately, people eat them every day. Some of us don't know what they are. So here goes the list. The first one is microwave popcorn. I know a lot of us think that this is a healthy, quick, convenient snack. But the truth is, it's not actually the popcorn that's bad. It's the bag. That bag for the microwave popcorn is lined with something called perfluorooctanic acid, PFOA, and that is what you want to avoid. So you have to avoid the microwave popcorn in the first place. Studies have shown this chemical to cause infertility in women. Number 2 is canned tomatoes. Actually, anything canned, the lining of the can has bisphenol A, BPA, which has been shown to be linked to cancer. Now, the issue with canned tomatoes is that canned tomatoes are very acidic, so the acidity of the tomatoes cause more of this chemical to leak into the actual food. It's best to avoid all canned foods, especially tomatoes. Number 3 is grilled red meat. The molecular and chemical structure of red meat changes when it's been grilled for a while. So even though it's tasty, it's better for your health to stick to the broiling or baking of meat. Number 4 is carbonated beverages. You've probably heard that soda, a lot of times soda is associated, chemicals in there associated with cancer. The thing is, there's a lot of dyes and a lot of chemicals in soda that have been associated with cancer. So it's best to reduce, avoid, stay away from soda. Number 5 is hydrogenated oils. It's a process that when you extract oil from the source and there's chemicals added. And also a lot of manufacturers add additional chemicals for flavor. So hydrogenated oils, the best thing to do is to look out for it in ingredients of things you buy, especially baked goods and cakes. A lot of restaurants also fry in hydrogenated oil, so you'd have to ask. But it's good to stay away from these as much as possible. Number 6 is genetically modified foods, GMO'S. They haven't been studied for that long, but the few studies that they have show that they're not very beneficial and they're more towards the cancer-causing side of food. So the best thing is to buy produce and food that is organic and non-GMO. Number 7 is farmed fish. Fish that's farmed large scale are often there's often a lot of chemicals, antibiotics, and pesticides that are applied on them or around the water around them. So it's best to get wild fish, or it's from a clean source, that's okay. And this is also good to keep in mind when you're purchasing fish oil. Go for the wild fish oil. It usually says so on the container. Number 8 is processed meats, processed sausages, processed hot dogs. All of these processed type meat foods is involved in a chemical process to process them, and those have been shown to correlate with cancer. So avoid processed meats as much as possible. Number 9 is refined sugar. Refined sugar is one of the leading cancer-causing foods. If there's refined sugar or sugar added in products, that is detrimental to our health. And also, if there's cancer cells forming, it helps to feed the cancer. So we want to stay away from sugar added foods. In fact, most of the processed foods are 75% sugar or have a large percentage of sugar in them. So always check your ingredients and labels. Number 10 is alcohol. In fact, alcohol is the second leading cause of cancer after tobacco. But alcohol in general is more cancer causing. In fact, there was a study that showed women that just drink a glass of alcohol, one alcoholic beverage a day, have a 30% chance of getting breast cancer. So there's definitely a correlation, alcohol and cancer. So this is a list of 10 cancer-causing foods that most of us probably have, but I think just by being aware of them, we may lessen the amount, avoid it, or when we're faced with the choice of one food or the next, we can choose the one that's non-cancer forming. This is Kshamica MD from KshamicaMD.com.